A good champagne pop is what we most associate with the sound of New Year's. And we've got the party set for you. So now I want to discuss all the steps that I went through to put this together, and we've got a lot to talk about. So let's get started. First of all, as with other parties that I set at any time, I like to set different levels. So I started with 2 round tables. I've got one sitting on the floor. The other, I used flower pots. Paint cans work well. Anything that you have around the house that's very sturdy and that you've got 4 of the same height, so that I could raise the other table on a higher level. Then I skirted using black fabric, and then I've used my 2 tablecloths. Don't worry if the tablecloths bunch up a little where they join, because just like I've done here, you can either camouflage using other fabric to add texture, or just leave it alone. It will look fine. Next, I've used the 21-inch wide plastic mesh to create a runner. And all I did was folded the end over underneath and popped a napkin ring over the end to make a little puff at the end. That gives me a very elegant looking runner, as you can see. Then my next level, I've used a new product out this year. This is actually plastic, and it looks like black rhinestones and silver rhinestones. But because they're plastic, they're great for using on serving tables, because if food gets dropped in them or anything, you can just swish them around in soapy water, let them dry, and they're good to go for the next time. They're also great to use to glue around glass vases, the base of wedding cakes, a number of different uses for them. Just use your imagination on that. But I've laid those at different angles, not just straight across the center. So it makes it a little more interesting, makes it a little more contemporary, and just gives your table another added pop. Now, after that, I've added my centerpiece. The centerpiece is made the very same way as the tree toppers that you see in the tree video, and or the other centerpiece video that we've done showing you how to do a Christmas table party centerpiece. So you can watch that to get the technique and see how it's done. Here I just used a few more pieces. Most everything I've used 3 sprays of. The feathers I used 5. Then for the glass vase, just to do something different, I've taken these curls, which are latex covered with wire running down the middle of them, and I've wrapped up the center of this vase and just stacked them. And then I took crystal Christmas ornament butterflies and glued with a G6000 glue. That's a good glue to use because it will adhere practically any surface together. You just have to hold it for a bit for it to glue. And so then I've got this very special centerpiece. Then, as you can see, I have here also our wire lights, which we've done. And you just tuck the battery packs in. They won't be noticed any at all most of the time, and let those just spring out, catch some air, and just add some more glitz. In addition to that, you see I've scattered the same wire across the table, and we've used it in the ice bucket to light up the ice. Now, all you have to do to manage that in your own ice bucket or a punch bowl is slip the whole thing into a Ziploc bag and drop in there. It's easy to flip the switch on and off with the Ziploc bag, and that keeps the wire or the water out of your battery pack. Okay, we've got that all set. We have our champagne glasses. Again, if you put these on a tray, it makes anything look more important. Plus, it helps group that collection together. We have our wine glasses, which are fun with curly stems going. And we have our wine bottles set up. I've got some of them open with wine stoppers, so those are ready to go already. Your guests don't have to delay in trying to get a wine bottle open. The unopened ones, I've used napkin rings to decorate those bottles. It just adds a little something more special. And then I have this other one which I've decorated with a soft wire. Now, this is a great tip to use when you're taking host or hostess gifts. You don't have a wine bag around, or you don't want to do the wine bag, the normal kind of gift wrap thing. So I can show you right quick how to do that. Sit that right there. All you need is a bottle of wine, whatever you decide to take, and this soft wire. Now this is in the floral supply department, or sometimes you'll find it with ribbons. And it's a very soft wire for use in the floral industry and craft industry, and it's just great to work with. Now then, to do that, I'm going to drop that right over that bottle. All I'm going to do is at the bottom of my bottle, I'm going to wrap it around, and I'm just going to take the end and fold over. And then all I have to do is just hold and wrap. Oops. And try not to knock everything else over on your party table. Now, at the end, see I've just wrapped that a couple times. I'm just going to clip my wire, wrap it around your finger, and form it into a little bit of a ball. And you've got your decoration. And that has your host gift all complete. Now, after you've got all of that set, locate your trays, get your food preparation there, then add in votive candles, everyday orbs from your collection throughout the house, some candlesticks. These are also everyday accessory items that you can find in our stores, but look around your home as well. Different levels again, and bring down. Here are some of your Christmas decorations, reuse, and bring your whole vignette down to the floor level. Again, multiple levels, get candle flames going. Our punch bowl today is a regular container, but it's glazed inside and out. So you can double as a punch bowl, and later you can use it as a bowl on your table filled with orbs, filled with your favorite things, or in a bookcase just used as sculpture. It's a great look. Now, for you who really like to go overboard, as they say, you can redo your tree. And we've used some regular accessories in the tree as well as holiday items. So here we've used a cast aluminum Eiffel Tower because that lit up is one thing you think of as seeing the photos of as New Year's comes in around the world. We've also used oversized champagne flutes and just used small plastic balls to create the illusion of bubbles. As you can see as you're watching bubbles shooting out of the tree, we've used one of the bubble machines. You can find those in the wedding department. There is a little bit of machine noise, but when you've got background music going, then your guests don't even notice that, and the bubbles just add that extra party feel. Always make sure that's facing away from your food table so that you don't have soap bubbles landing on your food. But otherwise, it's great and everybody loves it. And then for the mantle area, we've just laid a couple of teardrops on the mantle. You've got the cone trees, a couple of sprays of your feathers going, and then we have votives going in front of the fireplace. And this completes your look. And so now, as we are ready for our own party here, we just want to wish you at Trees and Trends, or from Trees and Trends, the happiest of New Year's and a safe and happy holiday. Thank you.